Hey everyone, welcome to my best of 2012 products video. Last time I did one was in 2010 and someone requested this, so I'm really excited to be doing that for you now. So I'll start with skincare. I've really loved the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. You've heard me bang on about this in several videos in the past, so I won't say too much about it. It's just a serum that you use after cleansing and before moisturizing, and it makes a huge difference to my skin texture, tone, frequency of acne, and everything like that, and it's anti-aging. Favorite makeup remover is the Bioderma. This is the pink one, which is for sensitive skin. I've used 2 or 3 bottles of this last year. I just love it. Put onto a cotton pad, it removes everything, and it's great for sensitive skin. I'm just having a really hard time buying this again in Hong Kong because I think they're limiting the number of imported bottles nowadays, probably because I don't know, demand is just too high and they just can't keep up or something, but I can't even repurchase this anymore, so that's a bit of a problem. Favorite hair care product of last year, so I'm rummaging around because I've actually filmed part of this video already, and I swear I had one more skincare product, but I can't find. Oh, here it is. Favorite mask, let's talk about that first. Origin's Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. This is for clearing out your skin when it's feeling a bit congested, and I've been, as you can see, I'm nearly done with it, and I've had this for years now, probably at least 2 years, and it's just really good when your skin is extra oily or it's breaking out and just generally not really behaving well. And I like to remove this with a warm towel slash flannel kind of thing, because while you're rubbing the mask off your skin, you're kind of giving your skin a nice gentle exfoliation as well. My favorite hair care product is this shampoo. It's the Kerastase Resistance Lipo-recharge shampoo. It's the lipo-replenishing shampoo in the dark green bottle, and it's for tight scalps and hair losing vitality. And while I can't say that I have those problems, it's just been really good for balancing out my hair because I have oily scalp usually, oily roots and dry ends. And when I was in Beijing, this was pretty much all I used for the entire month. A lot of the time, most of the time, I didn't even bother conditioning because the shower wasn't very pleasant, but my hair didn't get too dry even though I didn't condition, and I usually condition every time I wash my hair. I would really recommend this green Kerastase shampoo. So on to fragrances. I have 2 favorites. These 2. First is Narcisco Rodriguez For Her. I have the huge size. I've actually had this for a few years now, and it's just such a great, I only use this in winter because it's quite a heavy, powerful scent, but it's just such a warm, musky, cozy fragrance. Another favorite perfume is Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. I have the hairspray version, and it's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, again, really like warm, sophisticated, more of an evening scent, I would say. But I'd say it's more feminine than the Narcisco Rodriguez. And this is probably more universally friendly. Like, more people probably like this than they like the Narcisco Rodriguez. The Narcisco Rodriguez is a little bit more unique. Now on to makeup. My favorite lipstick is the one I'm wearing right now. I put it on just for you guys. This is by MAC, and it is the shade Half and Half, and I actually got this in a makeup swap. This is a very natural kind of brownie tan peach color. It's definitely more of a brown tone, and it's called Half and Half, I think, because it's kind of inspired by coffee, you know, the color of like a latte or something. Favorite primer is the Minerals Primetime Foundation Primer. This is the normal one. This is just really good at keeping all your makeup on, and it is mineral based, so what I love about it is it really doesn't break me out, and my skin breaks out quite easily, so that is a huge plus. And I think I still have a good half left, but I haven't been using this regularly throughout the entire year, so it wouldn't last you a whole year, but it does last a good amount of time, and you only need 1 pump for your entire face. On to foundation. Lancome's Teint Miracle foundation was my favorite, and I've used it so much. This is actually empty. I used it so much that all the words have rubbed off, but this is just a really good medium coverage foundation that looks very natural and makes your skin look very glowy and healthy, but not too dewy, because if you look too dewy, you just look extremely oily. and I like that it's only medium, probably more light medium actually, that it lets your natural skin kind of show through a bit so it doesn't look like you've caked on the makeup. And you only need a pump and a half for your entire face. And again, this did not break me out, and it's actually very comparable to the Dior Skin Nude foundation, which to date is probably my favorite foundation ever. It's my HG, but I haven't used it in a good 4 years at least because I've just been exploring so many different foundations. But this comes very close, that's what I can say. And I think it has a higher coverage than the Dior. Now, setting powder, that seems like the logical next step. My favorite for last year was, again, the MAC Mineralised Skinfinish Natural. I say it again because I'm pretty sure I featured this in my last best of video. But I came back to this setting powder because it just leaves a really natural finish, and it does provide slightly more coverage than, say, a translucent setting powder. And again, doesn't make me break out. As you can tell, that's a huge factor for me. One of these lasted me a very long time. The last one I used took me like 1.5 years to use up. This time, maybe less than that, maybe because I'm using more of it these days. But yeah, just really good, and I'll stop rambling about that. Just try it. And the shade I use is medium. Favorite brush? I use this to apply my MAC Mineralized Skinfinish Natural. This is the Kabuki brush by Real Techniques, and what I love about it is that it's synthetic, so the hairs don't really fall, even though I just took out a hair. But apart from that one hair, generally it rarely ever sheds, and that's a huge pet peeve of mine, is brushes that always shed and they just end up all over your face. Another great thing about it being synthetic is that it dries really, really easily. Less than a day, I'd say probably half a day, maybe even a few hours, this is completely dry. And another very unique feature, I've never ever seen this in another Kabuki brush, is that it can open like this. So you can use it like this for contouring, and it's just really handy. Or when you're washing it or leaving it out to dry, this can, I think laying out like this probably makes it dry faster. But usually, generally I use it in this shape, and I just sort of pat my MSF Natural on, my setting powder. I actually have 3 Kabuki brushes now, but this is by far my favorite one. Moving on to eyeshadow, my favorite palette has been the Urban Decay Naked palette. Surprise, surprise. You've probably heard that a million times on YouTube before. But in particular, I have been using Naked a lot, but more than that, Buck, because I use it just all over the lid, and it's really good. It's a matte medium brown color. It's just a really good sort of shading color. It gives a bit of depth to your eyes without being obvious because it has no shimmer in it, and a lot of people probably wouldn't immediately notice that you're wearing eyeshadow, and sometimes I blend that out using Buck, which is the lighter matte brown. Oopsie daisies. I also really enjoy Smog, which is the kind of shimmery bronze color, especially when I'm going out at night, and I like to smudge Smog underneath the lash line as well. It makes your eyes look bigger if you do that, and also it's just a really nice sultry look. So mostly those 3 colors. And my favorite individual shadow has been Sable by MAC. It's this very warm shimmery brown color, more of a reddy brown. I've featured it in many videos before. I probably use this most nights when I went out for drinks or for dinner, so that's saying quite a lot. And again, just like the Smog color in the Urban Decay Naked palette, I like smudging this underneath my lash line for a good brown smoky eye. Favorite eyeliner of the year, I don't have the brush with me that came with it, but it is the Maybelline Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner. Comes in a pot like this. I have the black one. It's starting to dry out on me a bit. I've had this for probably like 2 years now, so that's a pretty long time, but it just lasts so well, and it's a very black, and the brush that it comes with is excellent. It's as good as something that you would probably buy at like Bobbi Brown or MAC, or you know, like a high-end makeup counter. And I actually prefer this to the Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner, which I used to use for years back in high school, because this Maybelline one doesn't dry out as easily. The Bobbi Brown one would dry out on probably like half a year or so. So favorite eyebrow product is this Kate Designing Eyebrow eyebrow powder. The name is Designing Eyebrow, and it comes in 3 shades of brown, and it even comes with a mirror, which is really handy, and a brush, a double-ended brush. I tend to use this end of it, and I mix the medium brown and the darkest brown and just apply it to my brows, and it lasts, you know, for most of the day. That's what I use today, and my brows are still there. So yeah, it's great, and it's pretty cheap. Getting towards the end now, 3 favorite blushes of the year. First of all, Melba by MAC, which is a lovely peachy pink matte color. Great for every day, can't complain about it. And also Illamasqua Lover blush, which is this bright peach color, and I've had this since like 2007, I think, and I've been using it quite a lot since then, and I still have loads left. It's also matte. I find that I prefer matte blushes just because they look more natural, and if you have larger pores like I do, or oilier skin like I do, shimmery blushes can really exacerbate that. So matte is always a better choice for those types of skin. And the third favorite blush is this one by Korres. That's what the packaging looks like. I realize I always flash packaging really quickly, and you guys probably don't get to see it properly. This is the shade Natural, and I've made a huge dent in it. I got this when I was in Cardiff on holiday with my boyfriend, probably in like 2000. No, sorry, this is not from 2007. For some reason I thought I graduated from university in 2007. No, I'm not that old. I got this in 2010, and this probably 2011, so I've had both of them for a good while. And this is just this has slight shimmer in it, but it's not very obvious. And this is more like a light bronzing color, but what I love to do is I put this on first, and then like sort of in the contouring shape, and then on top of that, kind of more towards the apples, I'll apply the Illamasqua Lover blush color. So that combination, this layered on top of that, creates the nicest sort of warm peachy tan glow. I find that for yellow tone skin like mine, I'm not this yellow, this lighting is extremely yellow, but I am obviously a yellow toned person. Shades like peaches and browns are a lot more complementary than something pinky, and the most pink I can go is probably something like Melba, which is still like a peachy pink. So yeah, rant over. Last favorite product of 2012 are these Tweezerman Tweezers. These are basically the only tweezers I've ever used, so I don't really have them. Well, no, that's not true. I've used a random brand of tweezers before, I think from Superdrug or something. These are a lot better than the ones that I used before. They're just really precise. They grab the hairs really well. I almost gouged my eyeball out there. And you can get every individual hair. And I'm pretty sure that Tweezerman do tweezer sharpening services for you if you want them to. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure it's free. It's a free service. So yes, whoo! Those are my favorite products for 2012. I'm always tempted to pack up before I've even switched the camera off. Okay, must resist. I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm really sorry about the lighting. They're still renovating the outside of my building, so and it's nighttime, so I don't get any natural daylight, and the lights in my apartment tend to be very yellow, even though they don't look it when you're actually here in person, but on camera everything is extremely yellow. So it kind of like emphasizes my Asianness, I guess. But I hope you enjoyed that. I'm still in my work attire. I don't know if you noticed. Oh, if you're wondering where this necklace is from, I love it, by the way. It's from Accessorize, like a lot of my necklaces, and I just love the braiding detail. And another random fact, I cut my hair today, and it's probably the one and only time that I've been happy right after a haircut. They usually get super scissor happy and they cut way too much off, but this is just about an acceptable length for me. Anything shorter than this, I'd probably walk out crying. So yes, I'll end that video there. I hope you're all having a great week, and if you like this video, please press like. Please subscribe if you would like to see more from me, and don't forget to check out my old videos.